I'm Anna Mae Crespo here at Durham College Weston Center. Welcome to Burnbrae Farms Culinary Series. Today I'm making for you a version of leche flan, also known as creme caramel. So we're going to start with our caramel, and we're making it today with apples that we grew in our orchard. These are called ginger gold apples. And for this recipe we need about 800 mils, and we're going to use our handy dandy juicer. If you don't have a juicer, you can feel free to take your apples and blend them with a little bit of water in your blender. And then you're just gonna have to strain it out so that it's nice and smooth. So this is the hardest part of this recipe. We're just gonna take our apple juice and put it in our pot. We're going to put the pot on the stove on high just until it boils, and then we'll let it simmer until it gets to a nice golden brown color. So this caramel has cooked now for about 20 to 25 minutes. You need to keep a close eye on it. It goes from golden brown to burn really, really quickly. And you're just looking for a nice golden brown color. And as you see there, that it just slowly drips off of the spatula. So that's what you're looking for once your apple juice has reduced. And so now I just have this baking dish. You can use any baking dish you'd like as long as it's a metal baking dish. Traditionally, we do it in a round. You can do it in individual ramekins, like if you would think of creme brulee. But so I'm going to take this caramel and put it in my baking dish, and you actually need this to set. So I'll take this and put it in the freezer just to help it set, so that once we pour the custard into the baking dish, it doesn't mix all together. You just want to spread out your caramel so that it goes it covers the bottom of your baking dish. Okay? And so this is ready to put in the freezer. While that's in the freezer, we're going to make our custard. And for the recipe today, we're going to use 6 of our Burnbrae Farm eggs. So a good trick that I learned while cracking eggs is to crack them on a flat surface, and then that way you don't get like the bacteria from the eggshells in your food. We will also take 1 can of condensed milk and 1 can of evaporated milk. We will use a teaspoon of vanilla and about a nice good pinch of salt. I'm going to use the immersion blender today, but feel free to use a whisk. And we just blended that up until it's nice and combined. And now I'm going to take the custard and strain it through. This way you'll have a nice smooth custard, and there won't be the egg white bits. See how easy that was? Nice and easy. So now I'm going to go check on the caramel. It should be set, and we'll be ready to bake. So the caramel is set enough that I can pour the custard right over it without it mixing together. And so this we will bake in a water bath or a bain-marie, and all that means is I'm going to take our baking dish and put it in a larger baking dish with some hot water. And so this we will cover with saran wrap and foil, and this just helps to keep the steam on the inside of the baking dish to help it cook gently. So you want to do this nice and tight. And so this will go in a preheated 300-degree oven for about 30 minutes. You want to wait till it's set, just all the way on the around the outside and just a little bit jiggly on the inside. So this has been in the oven now for about half an hour, and to check it, you want to release a corner of the foil and the saran wrap very carefully. Steam will come out and we don't want to get burned. So very carefully let the steam out, and then you can remove the rest of the foil and saran wrap. And what we'll do is we'll do the jiggle test. So what we're looking for with the jiggle test is we want to take the pan and wiggle it. And so the outside should be set and the inside should just have a little bit of a jiggle. So you can touch the center of it. It should be firm to the touch with no custard coming from where your finger is touching. So this can be left in the bain-marie for 30 minutes until it's cooled, and then we'll take it to the fridge for at least 4 hours to overnight. So our leche flan has been in the fridge overnight, and I want to show you how to invert it onto your serving platter. We'll take a knife and we'll run it just around the outside of the baking dish, just like that. And then we'll take our serving platter, put it on top of our baking dish, and quickly and smoothly we're going to invert the custard onto our serving platter. Ooh. So you'll hear the custard drop, and I will just take a blowtorch just to help loosen the caramel because it has set overnight now in the fridge. So this will just help give it a nice, yummy sauce. Ah, there it is. And so this was traditionally served every birthday and every Christmas. My grandma used to make it. This is just a little twist using the apple juice from our orchard, and now we're gonna give it a little try. You can also garnish it with whatever edible flowers you have at home. We have some blue cornflowers here that we grew in our garden. I think it's super cute. You just take the petals off. You can garnish this with berries, with some apple slices that have been dehydrated, some apple chips. But now let's give it a taste. Ooh, so smooth. Get some caramel, some custard. The caramel made with the apples gives it a nice tartness. It gives it a nice balance between the sweet custard and the acidity from the apples. I hope you try this recipe. I'm Chef Anna Mae Crespo at Durham College Weston Center for Burn Bray Farms Culinary Series.